Hi, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and those cross-watching. Welcome to your Tarot Love Messages. In today's reading, we're going to take a look and see why is your person acting weird lately. It is going to be a general reading, guys. So please just keep that in mind. If you're after a personalized tarot reading with myself, please feel free to reach out and inquire. I will list my email address just below the video. Okay, with all of that being said, let's go ahead, give the cards a shuffle and begin. Alright, I see that this person has been acting cold, very cold and very distant lately. Not their usual self. And it might have happened all of a sudden as well. It feels like everything was going fine. You were really content with, how things were traveling along in the connection. You got on fairly well. You didn't necessarily fight too much. You had decent communication up until this point where they started acting very weird, just very strange. Of course, the term weird itself is open for interpretation. Maybe to this person they're acting completely themselves. However, you can't necessarily shake off the feeling that something is going on, something is up. Why? Because it feels like there's some sort of it's in the energy. So this person is not being their usual self, and you can sense that. They might not be calling or texting as often, or they may be even giving you like complete radio silence. They may also be very distant, like they've maybe put up a wall overnight and you just don't know what to do. What's going on with this person? I feel like they want some time to themselves right now. And I don't think that this person knows how to express that to you, because they're scared if they say that to you, you're going to interpret them as, not being interested in you or not wanting to pursue this with you. So they're scared that they're going to push you away if they express that to you. I also feel like your person does feel a little bit awkward around you, a little bit awkward and anxious around you. Not because you make them feel this way, but I feel like they're trying to impress you. Okay, they're trying to impress you, and sometimes they feel like if they feel themselves or if they act themselves around you, that you might not necessarily, you might not necessarily, not that you won't like who they really are, but maybe they're just not ready to show you that unfiltered truth about them. There could also be, the reason why they could be holding something back from you or acting a little bit strange is because there's something going on with their feelings here. I do feel like I see that this is an individual who's a little bit afraid to express their emotions. I also see that this person is a little bit more of a slow-moving energy. Something tells us that, they're not necessarily comfortable, okay, at the pace that the connection is moving along, and this person is scared to open up and tell you that. They're scared of your reaction. They're scared how you might interpret this as well. So this person hopes that by becoming just really quiet and we're really withdrawn, that everything is just automatically going to figure itself out. But it's not that. I'm also seeing that relationships don't grow until you learn to trust each other with this sort of stuff. And I feel like when it comes to communicating, this person is scared of opening themselves up and really expressing themselves. They may feel attacked here in some way, or maybe they feel like they have been attacked whenever in the past they spoke up about their feelings. They feel like you might get offended and you might react to something that they say. So that's why instead they're acting strange. It's not you. It does feel like communication for this connection could be improved, but let's just put it this way: this person is not ready to be upfront. You might, and that's not to say that, you know, you're not making them feel comfortable or safe to do so. You might be a very open, warm energy, okay, but he or she might just not be responding to that openness right away. Maybe this person has built up walls. Maybe this, you know, and I do see that. I see that your person is someone who, there's a nervous kind of energy, and I'm also seeing that there are patterns in this person's energy that are nothing more than habits of thought. Okay, so maybe things are getting a little bit serious between the two of you. Maybe this person is starting to catch feelings or starting to question their feelings for you, and he or she, instead of talking about it, he or she is holding on to their patterns of thought. Lack of communication is what it comes down to, from what I can see. And I think in the past, maybe this person, I see that they're scared to open up and talk about their feelings. And I think it has something to do with them being shamed in the past. So deep down, they keep their emotions to themselves. They feel guilty about having time to themselves as well. I think there's something about this person needing to have space or wanting to have space. Okay, and the thing is, he or she is starting to act very weird all of a sudden, because I don't think they realize, but they're subconsciously pushing you away, right? Instead of like consciously making space for themselves, they're not expressing to you what they're feeling, and because of that, they're subconsciously pulling you away. It could also be that this person might feel a little bit weird about something they did or something that they said, and even though to you, you didn't necessarily interpret like that, and you might have forgotten and moved on, this person is still kind of going, that, you know, that's replaying, that incident is replaying over and over again in their mind. And it could also be something that you might have said as well, that this person might have taken to heart. He or she, again, you know, he or she may have taken things very personally, and their weirdness, their awkwardness, or their silence here could just be them simply being embarrassed. They could also be scared that they might lose you somehow, or, you know, there are feelings involved here, and they're scared that in the past they have fallen prey to subconscious patterns which have been, you know, a hindrance and have been sabotaging, and they're scared that they may replay out those harmful or toxic habits without them even realizing that they're doing it. So they're just sort of trying to take things slow. I don't think they want to call it quits. I think they're not considering leaving. I think they're struggling with something internal, or maybe even something that you said in conversation, but they're kind of, you know, it struck a personal chord with them. And instead of telling you, hey, you know, this bothers them, or hey, you know, can you talk about what was said here, they're kind of keeping it to themselves. And there's a lot of feelings in the weirdness, right? And, you know, being so intuitive, from what I'm sensing you guys are, you're beginning to suspect that, hey, you know, this person is acting weird, or you just naturally picked up on this strange vibe. Okay, guys, and these are your messages. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Bye for now.